In today's video, I'm going to be talking you guys through the 10-day market crash. So, just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch. For the cheapest premium trading service for just £4, €4, or free with Amazon Prime. You'll get yourself daily trading and investing guides covering both Xbox and PlayStation with an array of different techniques depending on your budget. I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million on multiple titles, and recently making over 10 million in the first month for the last 3 years. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking you guys through what I believe will be a 10-day market crash starting today on the Monday. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about why I think there's going to be a 10-day market crash, what needs to happen for it to crash, what's going to be affected the most, which players you need to worry about selling, and I guess even just showing you some trends from last year. So first off, let's talk about why on earth do I believe there's going to be a 10-day market crash. So this crash hasn't really come out of the blue because we've seen loads and loads and loads of cards dropping as of recently. And that's because the start of this crash has already started. Now, the reason this happens is because we basically hit a point of supply being higher than demand. These are, gold cards are being packed more than they're demanded. Now, the demand is consistently going down because people are wanting to use new promo cards, new SBC cards, and the supply is consistently going up with weekly rewards and so on. But there's about 3 or 4 different events in the next 10 days that should really keep the market crashing. But I can show you that cheap cards like Kimpembe are already crashing, and Kimpembe's gone from 18k to, under 9k in 2 days. We can also see cards like Dembele, and these cards have been dropping. And basically everything under about 100k, Dembele there, 76, 71. He seems to be up a little bit this evening, but should be back down again as of the day you're watching this because of the hero SBC. I think Renato Sanchez has been pretty dodgy. And the cheaper the card, the more we've been seeing them drop. As of recently, there you go. He's gone from the likes of 26 to 22, dropping yet another 6k. And when will this stop? I don't believe it will really stop for 10 days. Now, why over the next 10 days are we expecting the market to crash? Now, the first thing and the first reason of this is going to be because of the hero pack. So, coming out today on Monday, we should be expecting a hero pack. A little bit like how last week we got ourselves an icon pack. Now, what is the relevance of the hero pack and why would it drop the market? Now, we went and got this exact same, or not the exact same hero pack, we got any hero pack last year. And this was one of the main times that we saw the market drop. So, like last week, we had the icon pack, we expect the 86 maximum hero pack. Now, what did the 86 maximum hero pack do to the market? Oh, it was ugly to the market. So what I can grab right here is I can actually grab FIFA 22 Heung-min Son, and I can show you how bad it was to the likes of Heung-min Son. Now, this hero pack came around on the 1st of November. I think I've kind of already gone over this a little bit, talking about the market crash of the hero pack, but I haven't gone over why I think it'll drop for 10 days. So move into the likes of November right here, and we can see that from the 1st of November, aka the release of the hero pack, Heung-min Son was pretty ugly. He went from 185 to the likes of 133k, which, is a pretty ugly drop. He also then rebounded on the Friday, but then continued to drop right there. You can actually see right here with the likes of Heung-min Son, you can kind of see this 10-day crash I'm referring to. So the first bit of the crash comes with the hero SBC. That would be triggered on the Monday, so the start's there. This will then drop to the Thursday and then rebound Thursday because of, weekly rewards. Well, Friday, we then see the market drop again. Now, the reason we see the market drop again is because we hit a new promo. And we'll get onto that, in a sec. And that, once again, drops the market down to Monday, which then Monday, we should then have another Icon SBC pack next week, potentially going to be the likes of a baby Icon pack this time. And it did actually continue to drop the market, but it didn't really allow there to be any rebound after such a big drop. Hero pack coming this Monday, followed by a brand new promo on the Friday, followed by yet another hero pack on the Monday. We can go and load the likes of Van Dijk up right here, looking at the trends as of the 1st of November. Here we go, 1st of November, 150k. Hero pack hits, boom, dropping, rebounding a little bit on the Friday promo, back dropping again, and then drops again with the icon pack. So he went from the best part of 150 to 100k in the likes of 8 days. First thing we are expecting is going to be this 87 overall max hero SBC. Now again, this started the drop for a lot of the market. Now the players again that are most affected are normally cards that are actually cheaper than the hero pack. Now the reason the market drops with the hero pack is because 1, people are selling players in their club to afford the hero pack, and 2, people are replacing players in their team with whatever they got from said hero pack. So what players will potentially take the biggest hits because of people doing the SBC? It's probably going to be stuff 200k and below, going off the presumption that's how much the SBC is. Now, in terms of replacing players in their team, what you got to look at is you got to look at what is the highest, I guess, percentage chance of someone packing a hero in a specific position. Sounds a little complicated, but here are heroes 87 rated and above. So what we could do is we could have a little look at what is the odds that someone packs a centre-back hero. And the odds that someone packs one is actually very low. There are 25 heroes and only one of them is called Cordoba. Going off of there also probably being skewed odds, there is probably a 1 in 50 chance of Cordoba. So icons about 200, or heroes about 250k. I don't expect to be, centre backs here about 250k. If that's old special cards, if that's old gold cards, heroes or icons, I don't expect to take much of a hit because the odds on you getting a hero centre back is very low. And again, unless they're below, let's say 200k, I doubt people are going to be selling them to do said SBC, which is why we didn't see as much of a drop on Akante than we did on the likes of Van Dijk. We'll move to the next position, which is going to be, obviously last year, by the way, you could pack anyone. So that's maybe why Van Dijk took a little bit more of a hit. Whereas we go look at the likes of strikers, and there are literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which means that there is nearly a 30, I think about a 35 to 40% chance that you pack a striker. Now more relevantly, I'd say there is this guy who's 200k, this guy who's 300, this guy who's 360, this guy who's 90, this guy who is 270, and this guy is 200. So this basically means that heroes, icons and golds that are around about the 1-200k mark or 1 to 300k on strikers would be more affected by this because there is a much higher chance that someone is replacing someone in their team with said heroes. And I've had a lot of people ask me, well, you know, what about my heroes that you can't go and pack? What about Morientes? Well, unless you're going off the logic that people aren't going to replace Morientes because they're using him for the La Liga +2 league utility, it's a 1-for-1 swap. You know, if you could go and bin off your Morientes at 150 and go and replace them with a better icon, I'd imagine a lot of people would. So one thing I would keep in mind for the hero pack and what the hero pack should drop the most is, again, players under 200k because people should be selling these players to do the packs. And those that should have the biggest effect are players that are in positions where there's a lot of heroes and people have a relatively high chance of packing them. And the brand new promo coming this Friday is called Out of Position. Now, the reason I think this is going to be so big for dropping the market is because we've just come out the back of a very undemanded promo. You can tell this because, again, old gold cards have been rising. We've seen old special cards rising. We've seen rule breakers, you know, some of them have, but not that many have rebounded out of packs. Therefore, to me, showing a lack of demand. And if we go from a lack of demand promo to a brand new promo we haven't seen before, now I don't think this is a crazy concept. It's basically shapeshifters minus the skill moves and weak foot. But it is probably one of the most interesting promos we've had so far this FIFA. And as a result, I can see a lot of people selling cards they've been buying over the last week because they haven't been buying rule breakers to try these new cards. A lot more hype is going to be around the SBCs because, again, it's a slightly new card, new concept sort of thing. So I'd imagine there'll be a lot more panic. You'll have a lot more, you know, interest in people selling players to buy packs and so on. Because what we've basically had for the last 2 weeks is a pretty null promo. And as a result, we've seen the likes of Kevin De Bruyne kind of just rise and rise and rise and rise. Now you can see he's starting to drop now. I think this is a little bit of panic maybe around the hero SBC. But because these have done nothing but rise, which is against the normal trend of people wanting to try new promo players, I think there is more room for these cards to drop. And again, we see this with some of the more expensive cards. I think if I go to the likes of Messi, I'd imagine has had a good rebound over the last week or two. Would I be right as saying? I mean, he's held there. He did drop back there, but he's actually risen another 12. So you can see he's kind of been rising quite well this promo. And as a result of rising during these promos, I believe there is more of a room for these guys to go and drop with the up-and-coming promo. Now, I could be off, and maybe this promo is going to be numbers up 2.0, but I would be very surprised if this doesn't go and drop a lot of the cards that have been rising over the last 2 weeks. Again, I would expect this to be hitting gold cards over 200k. I'd imagine this will be hitting your rule breakers. I'd imagine this will be hitting your old promo cards. Potentially, depending on the caliber of players, maybe this will be hitting your heroes that are over 300k that wouldn't maybe drop so much for Monday. So this would be the second thing that I'd be looking for and why it would drop the market. Normally do see pretty decent market crashes with Friday new promos. And the last thing that I think could be dropping the market and why the market could be dropping for potentially 10 days would be a new Icon SBC. I think a new Icon SBC could be coming next Monday. And as a result of that, we'll see it put in the pack code on the Thursday. So we'll see it being put here on the Thursday. That will add to the panic selling that we're already going to have around this new promo, which then could, well, hopefully going into the next Monday, would therefore cause more panic selling and players who, who may not be affected or who have been affected should carry on dropping. After said icon hero SP, you may start seeing a rebound on some of the more expensive players, but it is a completely normal trend that the later we're in the game, the more you're seeing gold cards drop, the more you're seeing icons and heroes drop. And it's because these cards are being replaced by more and more special cards, and I think because we've had a NAF 2-week promo, hopefully this promo should be coming in with 2 weeks in a row of people replacing cards in their team. Now, there are a few cards that I do believe are going to be immune to said drops. Those cards are going to be, until the Monday to the Friday, I think a lot of the cards over 500k aren't going to get too affected until maybe Thursday, when there's more hype around this promo and potentially a new Icon SBC leaked. I think the cards that are going to be hitting Team of the Week 6, so players who are potential Team of the Weeks, I think they'll rise going into Wednesday. I think current Team of the Weeks will rise Monday to Wednesday, potentially to Friday, but again they'll drop out of packs. I do think rule breakers are going to keep dropping, and oh yeah, gold cards are going out of packs for this promo. I think they are an exception. And yeah, I'd say that's basically all she wrote. And one thing I will actually go on about is big expensive icons like the likes of Genoa didn't actually drop for the likes of the Hero SBC last year. And that's because the odds on you packing David Genoa was very low. The odds on you selling a David Genoa to go and do the SBC was very low. But the baby icon SBC that came out on the 8th of November is really what started to drop him. So you can see right here, right, this is the Hero SBC, and you see he's 2.1 million. You say he just didn't drop whatsoever. Well, as of the... where are we going? As of the 8th, we went and got the baby icon SBC. So he started dropping with the promo on Friday, so that could be the equivalent of this Friday's promo. 2.1 down to 2 mil. He then dropped crazily 300k with the icon SBC, rebounded that, so if you do see that trend, do keep an eye out for that. And then you can see he just dropped and dropped and dropped. And that's because, I guess, the baby icons are more comparable to someone like Genoa than the Hero SBC, which is why I expect some of the top-end cards, so if they're not going to start dropping this Monday, which I don't madly think they will do, they should start dropping as of the Friday new promo, or they should start dropping as of the baby icon SBC. That could come out on Friday. Obviously, I don't know if it is, sorry, next Monday. I don't know if it will come out. We'll probably know by Thursday if it gets leaked. But if that doesn't come out and it's a NAF promo on Monday, then the market will probably stop dropping on Friday, or it'll be very slow between Friday and the next Friday. And then I imagine it'll continue dropping week 2 of the promo, presuming that we do get a week 2 of this promo. And I'd say that's about all she wrote. So again, just quick overview. I'd say starting this Monday, I'd expect a lot of stuff under 2 to 300k just be dropping every day into Friday, and then should keep dropping that Friday to the following Friday. And then have another crash when Team 2 comes out. Then when Team 2 comes out, again, not stuff coming Friday, but the Friday after, that's something you might start seeing a little bit of a rebound, because the Team 2 doesn't normally create as much panic as the Team 1 does for more bottom-end cards. For the more of the top-end cards, let's say stuff that's 500k plus, I'd imagine they'll start dropping this up and coming Thursday through to the following Friday. And then again, depending how much they're getting replaced, again, in cards in FIFA do normally just drop and drop and drop, so I wouldn't exactly expect a rebound maybe after, not this Friday, but next Friday. But, the drop should slow down unless they're getting replaced with promo cards. Also, cards that will rebound, during this 10-day crash is link investments. So, for example, if we get loads of Serie A SBCs next week, do expect to see Serie A cards kind of rise through the crash because there's demand for them, because they're being used as link investments. And I'd say that's about all she wrote. Any questions, do feel free to jump in my stream 12 hours a day. I'm more than happy to walk you through anything. If I contradict myself in this video, bring me up on anything like that and I'm more than happy to walk you through. But hopefully you guys do make some good money with investments there are to make. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.